Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be discussing about question set number 8. So I will give you guys some time to read the question. So here's the first part and here's the second part. Yeah, here's the second part. So this is like the question area and this is like the question details area. So I think you guys have read the question. So let me just explain to you what this means. So there is a company called Max Mobile. They sells phones and they sells mobile phones to be specific. So the owner needs to use computer software to store the following data. So the store has like two tables such as called customer and product. So the customer table means all the customers who come to this shop regularly, I think. And the product table stores the data of all the products which they have. So there's a product ID, brand name, and model number and price for each product. So and in the customer table, each customer have a customer ID, first name, last name, gender, and a contact number to contact me. So yeah, first of all, I will answer the first question. You have to create the database name as mshop. So let me just copy this, and open up your favorite RDBMS tool. I'm using Navicat. You can use MySQL, which is this MySQL Workbench to be specific. MySQL Workbench or HeidiSQL, which is this. So each one of these, you need to open up first of all you need to open up a connection. So let me open up a connection and click anywhere and select new, right click on this area, not this area, this area, and select new database and copy this database name and set the characters to UTF-8 MB3 as always, and leave the collation area and to default and click OK. So if you have done this successfully, there's a empty database called mshop. Even if you select this, you can't see any tables because we haven't created any tables yet. So that completes the first question. The second question suggests that we have to create tables called customer and product, which would have these columns inside them. So let me first create the customer table. So to create a table, click on new table. You have to make sure you select the right database. So double click here and select go to, and make sure you have table selected here and select new table. And I will, and first you have to add the columns, and then when you click save, hit save, it asks you to give the table name. So yeah, so the customer ID is the first of all we will create the table customer. So customer ID is the primary key of this customer table. So primary key means each record is uniquely identified, can be uniquely identified with the customer ID. So that's an extra point to keep in mind. And the length is, I think, 10 bit. So the length means the maximum data length which could maximum length of the data which could be entered into the each column as a entered into this column as a value. So yeah, the customer ID takes up to 10 uh, characters as the as a value. So another thing to consider that is this called data type is varchar, because this takes the data type string. So string means it's like a text, so that's like equivalent text. So that I will create these other columns. So the first name is text varchar and the name length is 45, and you have to check the not null box. So that's that. And when you select the when you create this column, you have to check this button here to make this a primary key. So primary key always have to check the must always have this checkbox checked, so keep that in mind. So the last name, the next column is last name, it's also text varchar, and the length is 45, and you have to check this box. Gender, next column is gender, so gender, which is varchar, and takes 10. Okay, you have to check this and click add a field and select contact number. Okay, so and select varchar and put 10 here. So yeah, since contact number is like a code and doesn't use any mathematical operations such as addition, multiplication and subtraction, imagine if you can multiply contact numbers, so that can't happen. So yeah, you have to consider that as a text and use varchar to store that. So I have created the columns of the customer product customer table, I think, yeah, customer table, and click, if you're already done, click save here and give the customer table name and click save. So yeah, you can see the customer table have been created. So let me just in the same way create the product table. So click new table and put product ID, type varchar, and the length is 10. You have to select this as a primary key, and yeah, click add field, select brand name, name is brand name, the length is 45, and you have to check the not null box and add field, click add field and select model number. Model number is, I think, varchar, and it is 45, and you have to check the not null box. Click add field, and as a final column, the name is price, column name is price, and yeah, we get a new data type here. So double means like it takes float values. So another data type which you could enter float values is decimal, called decimal. So yeah, double doesn't take any length, so keep that in mind. So any length included would be for type. Yeah, so this is the float, this is what you call the float value. So yeah, I think, yeah, this is the float value. So any number input after the decimal point is a float is the value is called as float. So yeah, the double stores up to 2 decimal points. So keep that in mind and select this as not null, and click save and give the table name product and click save. Okay, incorrect. I think there is a space here, so yeah, let me just, yeah, it worked successfully. So yeah, product ID, brand name, model number, price. So yeah, that's that. Now that answers the second question. So now we have to add the data graphically to the table. So I will like add some data, add the first record here and the first record of this column. So to add the data graphically, you have to select the product table first, the table that you are gonna insert the data, and for the product ID, just click here and copy here, copy and paste here. Brand name is Huawei, model number is Wi-Fi, I think, and the price is this. Okay, for the price, okay, thank God there's no comma here, so yeah, and if you select here, okay, yeah, I thought I could show you some like float values here, so you just, okay, you can do that. So that's that. Yeah, so that's the first record of the product table and the first record. Okay, let me close this. First record of, I will input the first record of the customer table also. So this first name is Dylan, last name is Ekanayaka, gender is male, contact number is this, and yeah, you have to click here to insert the, to confirm the record that you inserted data. So I will see you guys after inserting this data. Okay, I have inserted all the data into the required data into the tables product and customer. So yeah, that's that. So that answers the this question, third question. So the first question suggests that we have to find all the customers. So you have to run a select query. So yeah, the query automatically brings us. So this query is right. So select one from customer. So this is, you have to specify what columns, which columns you gonna be showing here. So you have to select. So since we have to show all the columns of the customer table, we use asterisk mark. And from after from you have to use the this table name of which you are going to display names from, records from. So find the details of products. So I will just write products and select run. Okay, means product, right? Okay, product, yeah, and you got all the product product records of product records, yeah. And for the final questions, you have to find the details of the customer whose customer ID is this. So just write custom, select all from customer first, make sure you get this, and where you have to specify the condition and where the customer ID. So this ID should be equals to what, this. So this record, this is the record that should be shown here. So yeah, keep that in mind. So yeah, you get this. So I think that completes the question set number 8. So thank you guys for watching, and see you, hope to see you again next time. Peace.